100 Deep Thoughts. Why are we here? Look up at the night sky. Somewhere out there, light that left a distant star thousands of years ago is just now reaching your eyes. In this moment, you are seeing the past and the present collide, and in this collision, a question emerges that humanity has whispered since the very beginning. Why are we here? Perhaps we are here because the universe needed a way to know itself. For billions of years, matter swirled in darkness. Galaxies formed and died. Stars exploded into brilliant supernovas with no one to witness their beauty. And then, through an extraordinary series of cosmic accidents, atoms arranged themselves into patterns complex enough to look back at the stars and ask questions. We are the universe's way of opening its eyes. Consider this. The atoms in your body were forged in the hearts of dying stars. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the carbon that forms the scaffolding of your DNA. All of it was created in stellar furnaces billions of years ago. You are not just in the universe. You are made of the universe. You are stardust contemplating stardust, a temporary gathering of ancient matter that has somehow learned to wonder about its own existence. But why this particular arrangement? Why consciousness? Perhaps we are here to transform chaos into meaning. The universe operates on entropy, a relentless march toward disorder. Yet here we are, creating art, building cities, writing symphonies, and telling stories. We take the raw chaos of existence and weave it into something that matters, even if only to us, even if only for a moment. Think about every person you've ever loved. We are here because connection might be the antidote to the cosmic loneliness of existence. In a universe that is 99.9999% empty space, where distances between stars are so vast that light itself takes years to cross them. Somehow we have found each other. Two collections of stardust, separated by mere inches, can look into each other's eyes and feel understood. If that's not a form of magic, what is? Maybe we are here to learn that impermanence is not the enemy, but the teacher. Everything ends. Every civilization will crumble. Every star will burn out. Every mountain will erode to dust. This isn't tragedy. It's what gives each moment its weight, its preciousness. The flower that blooms for only a day is not less beautiful because it fades. It is more beautiful, more urgent, more alive precisely because it will not last forever. And yet, in the face of this impermanence, we persist. We are here to practice the art of hope in a world that offers no guarantees. Every morning, without proof that tomorrow will be better than today, we rise. We plant trees we may never sit beneath. We teach children who will outlive us. We create beauty that may outlast our names. Hope is not naive. It is the most defiant act in a universe governed by the second law of thermodynamics. But perhaps the deepest truth is simpler. We are here because being here is its own answer. The question, why are we here, assumes purpose must come from outside, from some grand design or cosmic plan. But what if the purpose of a wave is simply to wave? What if the purpose of a bird is simply to fly? What if the purpose of consciousness is simply to be conscious, to feel the warmth of sunlight, to taste cold water, to hear laughter echo across a room, to know that you exist, and that existence, however brief, is extraordinary. You are here right now, in this moment. Your heart is beating without you asking it to. Your lungs are breathing air that has been breathed by every living thing that came before you. You are part of an unbroken chain of life that stretches back 4 billion years, and you are the temporary carrier of a miracle that predates memory itself. Why are we here? Perhaps we're just beginning to understand that the question and the questioner are the same thing, and that might be enough. There's a peculiar paradox in being human. We search for answers to why are we here? Yet perhaps the search itself is the point. We are here to be seekers in a universe of mysteries. A dog doesn't wonder why it exists. It simply exists, fully and completely. But we stand at the edge of comprehension, forever reaching for understanding just beyond our grasp. This reaching, this eternal grasping for meaning, might be our truest nature. We are the question marks the universe drew in its own margins. Think about the people who came before us, your ancestors, going back thousands of generations, each one surviving long enough to pass life forward to you. They endured ice ages, plagues, famines, wars. They loved, they lost, they continued. We are here to honor the persistence of those who came before us simply by persisting ourselves. Your existence is not an accident. It is the culmination of an unbroken thread of survival, of people who chose to keep going, even when the world gave them every reason to stop. You carry their resilience in your bones. But survival alone cannot be enough. We are here to turn survival into living. There's a profound difference between existing and truly being alive. A tree exists. It grows. It photosynthesizes. It reproduces. But you can stand beneath that tree and feel awe. You can write a poem about it, paint it. Remember the day you climbed it as a child. We are the only creatures who can experience our own experience, who can layer meaning upon meaning upon meaning until a simple moment becomes sacred. And in those sacred moments we discover something unexpected. We are here to learn that we are never truly alone, even in our aloneness. Right now, someone else is looking at the same moon you'll see tonight. Someone else is wondering the same questions, feeling the same existential ache, searching for the same sense of purpose. Across time and space, human hearts beat in similar rhythms. The medieval monk, the ancient philosopher, the child staring at the stars tonight. We are all part of the same conversation, separated by centuries, but united by wonder. This wonder leads us somewhere profound. We are here to be the bridge between what is and what could be. Every innovation, every work of art, every act of kindness begins as a gap between the world as it exists and the world as it might exist. You stand in that gap. Every time you imagine something better, every time you create something new, every time you choose compassion over indifference, you are pulling the future into the present. You are not just living in the world, you are authoring it. But this power comes with a weight. We are here to carry the burden of choice in a universe of infinite possibilities. Unlike a river that must flow downhill, unlike a star that must burn its fuel, you wake each day and must decide who to become. This freedom is terrifying and beautiful. You could be cruel or kind, creative or destructive, open or closed. The universe doesn't care which you choose, but you do. And perhaps that's where meaning lives. Not in some cosmic plan, but in the gravity of our own choices. Yet for all our choosing, for all our striving, there are moments when we must surrender. We are here to discover that some of life's deepest truths are found not in answers, but in the questions we learn to live inside. You may never know for certain why you're here. You may never understand the full scope of your purpose. And that uncertainty, that not knowing, can become a kind of freedom. When you release the need for absolute answers, you open yourself to possibility. You become like water, taking the shape of each moment, flowing around obstacles, nourishing whatever you touch. And perhaps that's the secret. We are here to be transformed by the very act of being here. You are not the person you were 10 years ago. You won't be the same person 10 years from now. Life doesn't just happen to you. It changes you, sculpts you, breaks you open, and puts you back together in new configurations. Every joy, every loss, every random Tuesday afternoon is secretly conspiring to turn you into someone you haven't met yet. We are not here to find ourselves. We are here to create ourselves, moment by moment, choice by choice, breath by breath. The universe is vast beyond comprehension, but here you are, impossibly small and impossibly significant, a brief flash of consciousness in an ocean of time, wondering why. And in that wondering, you become more than stardust. You become meaning itself. There's something extraordinary happening right now that you might not notice. Your body is performing millions of invisible miracles every second. Cells dividing, wounds healing, breath flowing in and out without conscious thought. We are here to witness the intelligence of life expressing itself through us. You don't have to tell your heart to beat or your blood to flow. There's a wisdom older than thought running through your veins, a biological poetry written over billions of years of evolution. You are not just alive, you are life itself, becoming aware of its own aliveness. And with this awareness comes responsibility. We are here to be stewards of a moment that will never come again. This particular arrangement of light falling through your window, the exact temperature of the air, the specific thoughts moving through your mind right now. This moment is unrepeatable. It has never existed before and will never exist again. Every moment is its own universe, appearing and disappearing like fireflies in the dark. We are here to tend to these moments, to give them the attention they deserve before they dissolve into memory. But memory itself is a curious thing. We are here to understand that who we are is not just who we are now, but who we've been and who we're becoming. You contain multitudes. The child you were, the teenager who felt everything too deeply, the young adult still figuring it out, the person you are today. They all exist inside you simultaneously, like Russian nesting dolls of identity. Every version of yourself informs this moment. You are a living timeline, carrying all your past selves while reaching toward future ones you can barely imagine. This complexity extends outward. We are here to recognize that every person we meet is fighting battles we know nothing about. The stranger who cut you off in traffic might have just received devastating news. The cashier who seems distant might be holding together a life that's falling apart. Behind every face is an interior universe as complex as your own, filled with hopes and fears and memories and dreams. We share this planet with 8 billion protagonists, each the hero of their own story. Perhaps we're here to remember that supporting roles in other people's stories can be just as meaningful as starring in our own. And yet, in all this complexity, there's a simplicity that anchors us. We are here to return again and again to the body that houses our consciousness. When your mind spirals into anxiety about the future or regret about the past, your breath is always here, in the present moment. Your feet are always touching the ground. Your skin is always meeting the air. The body is the ultimate teacher of presence, the one thing that can only exist now. We are here to learn that enlightenment might be as simple as feeling your own aliveness without needing to explain it, or fix it, or change it. This simplicity reveals something profound. We are here to discover that peace is not the absence of chaos, but the ability to remain ourselves within it. The world will always be turbulent. There will always be uncertainty, change, loss, confusion. But like the depths of the ocean remain still even while the surface churns with storms, there's a place inside you that remains untouched by the chaos. We are here to find that place, to visit it often, to remember that no matter what happens around us, there's a core of being that simply is, unchanging, unshakable, eternally at rest. From this place of rest, something beautiful emerges. We are here to practice love as a verb, not just a feeling. Love is not just the warmth you feel when everything is easy. It's the choice to show up when it's hard. It's the patience to listen when you'd rather speak. It's the courage to stay when leaving would be easier. It's the daily, unglamorous work of caring for another soul, even when your own feels depleted. We are here to learn that love is not something you fall into. It's something you build, stone by stone, day by day, choice by choice. And in building these bridges of love and connection, we discover our ultimate purpose. We are here to leave the world slightly softer than we found it. Not through grand gestures or world-changing achievements necessarily, but through small acts of tenderness. A kind word to someone having a hard day. A moment of genuine attention in a world of distraction. A choice to create rather than destroy. To include rather than exclude. To heal rather than harm. We are here to be, in whatever small way we can, an answer to someone else's prayer for gentleness in a harsh world. You are here, not by accident, not by mistake, but by an extraordinary convergence of cosmic events that defies probability. And what you do with this impossible gift of existence, that's the story only you can write. Look at your hands. These instruments have held so much joy and grief, beginnings and endings, the hands of those you've loved and the hands you'll never hold again. We are here to understand that everything we touch becomes part of our story, and we become part of everything we touch. You leave invisible fingerprints on the world. The book you read and pass to a friend, the meal you cooked that nourished someone's body and soul, the door you held open for a stranger. These small exchanges create ripples that travel farther than you'll ever know. We are here to be part of an infinite web of influence, touching and being touched by existence itself. This web extends through time in ways we rarely consider. We are here because someone we'll never meet made a choice that led to our existence. Perhaps an ancestor decided to board a ship to a new land. Perhaps two people's eyes met across a crowded room a century ago. Perhaps someone survived a war, a famine, an illness, and lived long enough to continue the chain. We are the improbable result of countless decisions made by people whose names we don't know, whose faces we've never seen, whose dreams we can only imagine. We are here to be grateful for the lives we'll never know we're living because of them. And just as we inherit from the past, we are creating the future. We are here to be ancestors to people who don't yet exist. Every choice you make today echoes forward into time. The way you treat the earth, the values you uphold, the kindness you practice, all of it becomes the soil from which future generations will grow. You will be someone's great-great-grandmother, someone's distant grandfather, someone's mysterious ancestor in a future you'll never see. What do you want them to inherit from the brief time you walked this earth? But inheritance isn't only about what we leave behind. We are here to inherit our own lives again and again, each day offering us another chance to begin. You are not defined by who you were yesterday. The person who made mistakes, who fell short, who gave up, that person has already dissolved into the past. Each morning, you wake up with the opportunity to inherit yourself anew, to pick up the pieces and arrange them differently. We are here to learn that redemption is not a one-time event, but a daily practice, the quiet courage of trying again. This courage takes many forms. We are here to speak the truths that only we can speak. Inside you are thoughts that have never been thought in quite that way. Perspectives shaped by your unique combination of experiences, insights that only your specific path through life could generate. The world is full of voices, but yours is irreplaceable. We are here not to echo what's already been said, but to add our verse to the great song of humanity. Your silence might deprive the world of exactly what it needs to hear. Yet speaking our truth requires vulnerability. We are here to learn that being seen, truly seen, is both terrifying and necessary. To let someone witness your authentic self, with all its contradictions and imperfections, is to risk rejection. But it's also the only way to experience real connection. We wear so many masks, play so many roles, perform so many versions of ourselves. But underneath all that performance is a human being who just wants to be known and loved for who they actually are. We are here to practice the bravery of removing the masks, even when our hands shake. And when we do, when we show up as ourselves, something magical happens. We are here to give others permission to be themselves simply by being ourselves. Your authenticity is contagious. When you stop pretending to have it all figured out, you free others from that exhausting performance. When you speak about your struggles, you give others permission to acknowledge theirs. When you celebrate your weird quirks and unconventional paths, you show others that there's no single right way to be human. We are here to be liberators, not through grand speeches, but through the radical act of being genuine. This genuineness reveals a deeper truth. We are here to discover that we are both utterly ordinary and absolutely extraordinary at the same time. You experience the same fundamental things as every other human: hunger, fatigue, loneliness, joy, fear, love. In that sense, you're no different from anyone who has ever lived. But the exact way you experience these universal feelings, the particular lens through which you see the world, the specific combination of atoms that makes up your consciousness, that has never existed before and will never exist again. You are both a grain of sand and the entire beach, both a drop of water and the ocean, both a note and the symphony. We spend so much time trying to figure out our purpose, as if it's a hidden treasure we must unearth. But perhaps purpose isn't something we find. It's something we create with every choice, every connection, every moment we choose to show up fully for this strange and beautiful experience of being alive. There's a question that haunts us in the quiet moments. Am I enough? Am I doing enough? Am I good enough? But perhaps we're asking the wrong question. We are here to realize that enough is not a destination we reach, but a truth we remember. You were enough the day you were born, before you accomplished anything, before you proved yourself to anyone. A newborn baby doesn't need to earn the right to exist. They simply are, and their existence is complete. Somewhere along the way, we forget this. We are here to remember that our worthiness is not something we achieve. It's something we already possess, simply by being here. This remembering changes everything. We are here to stop measuring our lives by productivity and start measuring them by presence. The world will tell you that your value is determined by what you produce, what you accomplish, how much you achieve. But a tree doesn't produce. It simply grows season after season, offering shade and oxygen without keeping score. A mountain doesn't accomplish. It simply stands, ancient and patient, witnessing centuries pass. We are here to learn that being is just as valuable as doing, that rest is not laziness, that a life lived in quiet presence can be just as meaningful as one lived in loud achievement. And in that presence, we discover something surprising. We are here to find the sacred in the mundane, the extraordinary hiding inside the ordinary. the morning coffee that warms your hands, the way sunlight filters through curtains, the sound of rain on the roof, the smile of someone who's genuinely happy to see you. These aren't just small moments to rush through on the way to something more important. They are the texture of life itself. We are here to notice that magic doesn't only exist in peak experiences and grand adventures. It exists in Tuesday afternoons, in the space between breaths, in the gentle rhythm of an ordinary day. But life isn't always gentle. We are here to learn that our cracks are where the light gets in. You've been broken. We all have. Heartbreak, loss, failure, disappointment. These experiences shatter us. But in Japanese culture, there's an art called kintsugi, where broken pottery is repaired with gold, making the cracks beautiful, making the object more valuable because of its history. We are here to understand that our wounds are not shameful marks to hide, but golden seams that make us more human, more compassionate, more real. Your brokenness is part of your beauty. This beauty extends to others in unexpected ways. We are here to be changed by the people we meet and to change them in return. Every conversation leaves an imprint. Every relationship, however brief, alters us in subtle ways. The teacher who believed in you, the stranger who showed you kindness when you needed it most, the friend who sat with you in your darkest hour. They shaped who you are. And you've done the same for others, often without knowing it. We are here to recognize that we are co-authors of each other's stories, writing lines in each other's narratives simply by showing up. And showing up requires something we often resist. We are here to embrace uncertainty as the natural state of existence. You want guarantees. You want to know that everything will work out, that your efforts will pay off, that your loved ones will be safe, that you're on the right path. But the universe doesn't offer guarantees. It offers possibility, probability, potential, but never certainty. We are here to learn to dance with not knowing, to make peace with ambiguity, to find a strange kind of freedom in accepting that we control far less than we think. Certainty is a comfortable cage. Uncertainty is the open sky. In that openness, we encounter profound questions. We are here to wrestle with the big questions, knowing we may never pin them down. What happens after we die? Is there meaning to suffering? Does free will exist? Is there a God? These questions have puzzled humanity for millennia, and they puzzle us still. But perhaps the point isn't to answer them definitively. Perhaps the point is to live inside them, to let them expand our thinking, to remain curious rather than closed. We are here to be comfortable with mystery, to accept that some questions are meant to be lived rather than solved. And in living these questions, we discover our deepest work. We are here to alchemize our pain into wisdom, our suffering into service. Every hardship you've endured has taught you something. Every loss has made you more empathetic. Every struggle has given you insight that someone else desperately needs. The lessons you've learned in the dark can become lanterns for others who are still finding their way. We are here to transform our wounds into gifts, to ensure that our pain wasn't meaningless, to become the person we needed when we were struggling. Your suffering can have a second life as someone else's salvation. You are here in this precise moment, reading these words, breathing this air, inhabiting this particular point in time. And in this moment, you have everything you need to take the next step, and then the next, and then the next. Not towards some distant finish line, but deeper into the mystery of your own existence. There's a question that children ask instinctively before the world teaches them not to. Why? Why is the sky blue? Why do we dream? Why does anything exist at all? And then we grow up and stop asking, as if the mystery has been solved. but it hasn't. We are here to reclaim our childlike sense of wonder, to see the world as endlessly strange and new. The fact that consciousness exists at all is bizarre. The fact that matter can think about itself is incomprehensible. The fact that you are you and not someone else is inexplicable. We are here to never stop being amazed that anything exists, that we exist, that this moment is happening right now. This amazement connects us to something larger. We are here to remember that we are not separate from nature. We are nature becoming conscious of itself. When you walk through a forest, you're not an outsider observing nature. You're nature observing itself. The same forces that grow trees grow your fingernails. The same processes that move rivers move your blood. The same energy that powers stars powers your thoughts. We draw artificial lines between us and the world, but there's no separation. We are the earth walking on itself, the universe looking through human eyes, life celebrating its own existence. And with this understanding comes responsibility. We are here to be caretakers of a planet that doesn't belong to us. We belong to it. We act as if the earth is a resource to be consumed, but we have it backwards. We are not the owners. We are the guests. Every breath you take is a gift from trees and oceans. Every meal you eat comes from soil and sunlight. Every moment of your life depends on systems that existed long before you and will continue long after you're gone. We are here to live with gratitude and reciprocity, to take only what we need, to give back more than we take, to be good ancestors to the living world. But our care extends beyond the natural world. We are here to tend to beauty in all its forms, to protect it, to create it, to refuse to let the world become only practical and efficient. Art serves no survival function, yet we cannot live without it. Music doesn't feed us, yet we starve without it. Poetry doesn't shelter us, yet we are homeless without it. We are here to be defenders of the seemingly useless, the impractical, the purely beautiful. In a world that wants everything to have a purpose, beauty reminds us that some things are valuable simply because they exist. And sometimes, beauty breaks our hearts. We are here to feel deeply, even when it hurts, because numbness is a kind of death. It would be easier to close yourself off, to build walls around your heart, to stop caring so much. But then you'd also stop really living. The same heart that can break with grief is the heart that can swell with joy. The same sensitivity that makes you vulnerable to pain makes you capable of profound connection. We are here to stay tender in a world that will try to harden us, to feel everything fully, to let life move through us rather than around us. This tenderness reveals something crucial. We are here to practice forgiveness of others, of circumstances, and most importantly, of ourselves. You will make mistakes. You already have. You will hurt people you love. You will fall short of your own ideals. You will look back on some of your choices and cringe. But holding on to self-condemnation is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to suffer. We are here to learn that forgiveness is not about excusing harmful behavior. It's about releasing ourselves from the prison of perpetual self-judgment. You are allowed to be human. You are allowed to be flawed. You are allowed to grow beyond who you used to be. Growth, however, is rarely linear. We are here to understand that healing is not a straight line, and progress often looks like going backwards. Some days you'll feel whole and strong. Other days, you'll feel like you're starting over from scratch. You'll have insights and then forget them. You'll make breakthroughs and then fall into old patterns. This isn't failure. This is how transformation actually works. Like a spiral staircase, you might pass the same point again and again, but each time you're at a different level. We are here to be patient with our own unfolding, to trust the process even when we can't see the progress. And in that trust, we find something unexpected. We are here to discover that sometimes the answer to "why am I here?" is simply to be here. Not to achieve some grand destiny, not to fulfill some cosmic mission, but just to exist as fully as possible in this moment. To taste your food, to hear the wind, to feel your own heartbeat, to notice the way light changes throughout the day, to be present for the small, ordinary miracle of your own life. We are here because being here, truly, completely here, is already enough. You don't need to justify your existence. You don't need to earn your place in the world. The fact that you're here, breathing, wondering, feeling, that alone is the miracle. That alone is the answer. Consider the silence between words. In conversation, we focus on what's said, but meaning often lives in the pauses, in what remains unspoken. We are here to listen to the silence as much as the sound. The space between thoughts is where insight emerges. The gap between breaths is where peace resides. The quiet moment before sunrise holds as much truth as the day that follows. We are here to understand that emptiness is not absence, it's presence, stripped of distraction. Sometimes the most profound answer to "why are we here?" is found not in philosophy or theology, but in the simple act of sitting still and listening to the silence underneath everything. And in that silence we encounter ourselves. We are here to befriend our own solitude. We live in a world terrified of being alone, constantly filling every moment with noise, activity, connection. But solitude is different from loneliness. Loneliness is feeling disconnected from others. Solitude is feeling connected to yourself. We are here to learn that time alone is not time wasted, that in the quiet company of ourselves, we can discover thoughts we didn't know we had, heal wounds we didn't know needed healing, and meet aspects of ourselves we've been too busy to notice. This self-discovery reveals something humbling. We are here to accept that we will always be mysteries to ourselves. You think you know why you do what you do, why you feel what you feel, but you're mostly guessing. We are driven by unconscious patterns, shaped by experiences we don't remember, influenced by biology we can't perceive. And that's okay. You don't need to figure yourself out completely. You don't need to solve the puzzle of your own psyche. We are here to be comfortable with self-mystery, to accept that we will always be surprising ourselves, forever becoming someone slightly different from who we thought we were. This acceptance extends to our relationship with time. We are here to realize that we are not racing against time. We are dancing with it. The clock ticks forward relentlessly, and we panic, feeling like we're running out of something precious. But what if time isn't the enemy? What if each moment isn't something to rush through to get to the next one? We are here to learn that time is not a resource to be managed, but a river to swim in. Some stretches move quickly, others slowly. Some are turbulent, others calm. But you're not fighting the current. You're part of it, moving with it, letting it carry you toward whatever comes next. And what comes next is always uncertain. We are here to make peace with the fact that life will never feel completely figured out. You keep waiting for the moment when you'll have it all together, when you'll finally understand how to live, when everything will fall into place. But that moment doesn't come. Even people who seem to have all the answers are improvising, adapting, making their best guesses. We are here to stop waiting for life to begin and recognize that this, right now, with all its uncertainty and incompleteness, is life. The confusion is part of it. The not knowing is part of it. The perpetual sense of figuring it out as you go, That's not a problem to solve. It's the experience itself. This recognition changes how we approach each day. We are here to treat ordinary days as if they matter, because they do. You're waiting for something extraordinary to happen, for your real life to start, for the big moment that will define everything. But life isn't made of big moments. It's made of Tuesday mornings and Thursday afternoons, of coffee going cold while you're lost in thought, of conversations that go nowhere and everywhere at once. We are here to understand that ordinary moments are the substance of a life, and by treating them as important, by being fully present for them, we transform them into something sacred. Yet presence alone isn't enough. We are here to act, even when we're not sure we're ready. You're waiting for certainty, for the perfect moment, for confidence to arrive before you take the leap. But courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means moving forward with fear as your companion. We are here to understand that readiness is a myth. You will never feel completely prepared. The dissertation will never feel finished. The project will never feel perfect. The relationship will never feel risk-free. We are here to act anyway, to step into the unknown despite our uncertainty, to trust that we'll figure it out along the way. And in that action, we discover our agency. We are here to remember that we are not just passengers in our own lives. We are authors. Yes, many things are outside your control. You can't control the weather, the economy, other people's choices, the circumstances you were born into. But you can control how you respond. You can control what you pay attention to. You can control what you create, what you contribute, how you show up. We are here to exercise our authorship, to write the story only we can write, to recognize that even in constrained circumstances, we have more creative power than we realize. You are here now, at this exact point in your story, not at the beginning, not at the end, but somewhere in the middle, which is exactly where the most interesting parts of stories happen. And the next chapter, you're writing it with every choice, every breath, every moment you choose to be fully alive. There's something profound about the way we hold contradictions. You can be brave and afraid at the same time. You can feel grateful and heartbroken in the same breath. You can be certain of your path while doubting every step. We are here to embrace paradox, to understand that truth is large enough to hold opposites. Life is not either or, it's both and. You are both strong and fragile, both wise and foolish, both complete and becoming. We are here to stop trying to resolve these contradictions and instead learn to live inside them, to let ourselves be complex, multifaceted beings who contain worlds within worlds. This complexity means we're constantly evolving. We are here to shed versions of ourselves the way trees shed leaves, not because they're bad, but because they've served their purpose. The person you were 5 years ago helped you survive what you needed to survive then. But that version of you doesn't need to define you forever. We are here to honor who we've been, while giving ourselves permission to become someone new. Growth isn't betrayal of your past self. It's the fulfillment of your potential. You are allowed to outgrow old beliefs, old relationships, old dreams that no longer fit who you're becoming. And who you're becoming is influenced by what you give your attention to. We are here to understand that attention is the currency of life. Where you spend it determines the quality of your existence. You can spend your attention on fear or possibility, on resentment or gratitude, on what's missing or what's present. Every moment, you're investing your attention somewhere, and those investments compound over time. We are here to be intentional about what we feed with our focus, knowing that whatever receives our attention grows stronger, becomes more real, shapes the texture of our inner world. This inner world is where we spend most of our lives, We are here to realize that the stories we tell ourselves about ourselves become the lives we live. If you tell yourself you're not creative, you won't create. If you tell yourself you're unlovable, you'll sabotage love. If you tell yourself you're stuck, you'll stay stuck. But stories can be rewritten. We are here to become editors of our own narratives, to question the limiting stories we've inherited or invented, to write new ones that serve our growth rather than our fears. You are not a fixed character. You are the author, and the story is still being written. But we don't write our stories alone. We are here to recognize that we need each other in ways we're often too proud to admit. Independence is celebrated in our culture, but interdependence is the truth. You need others to witness your life, to reflect back who you are, to hold you when you fall apart, to celebrate with you when things go right. And they need the same from you. We are here to stop pretending we're self-sufficient islands and start acknowledging that we're part of an archipelago, separate but connected, individual but dependent on the ecosystem we share. This ecosystem extends beyond humans. We are here to learn from everything, from animals, from weather, from seasons, from the way water finds its path. A river doesn't force its way through rock. It flows around obstacles, patient and persistent, carving canyons over millennia. Birds don't fear migration. They trust their instincts and fly thousands of miles without maps. Trees don't compete for resources. They share nutrients through underground networks. We are here to pay attention to the wisdom embedded in the natural world, to remember that we're not the only intelligent beings on this planet, that maybe the answers we're seeking are written in patterns older than human thought. And these patterns reveal something essential. We are here to understand that everything is temporary, and that temporariness is what makes everything precious. The sunset is beautiful because it doesn't last. The flower is valuable because it will wilt. The conversation is meaningful because it will end. We want to hold on to things forever, to freeze moments in amber, to stop the flow of time. But impermanence isn't the enemy, it's the teacher. We are here to learn that nothing gold can stay, and that's exactly what makes it gold. Every goodbye makes every hello more sweet. Every ending gives weight to every moment we had. This understanding brings us full circle. We are here to live in the question, rather than demand the answer. Why are we here? Maybe the point isn't to answer that question definitively, but to let it guide us deeper into curiosity, deeper into presence, deeper into the lived experience of being human. We are here to stop waiting for some external authority to tell us our purpose, and start creating purpose through how we live, through what we love, what we create, what we protect, who we become. The question, why are we here, isn't a riddle to be solved. It's an invitation to be fully alive. You've been here all along, through every version of yourself, through every season of your life, through joy and grief and everything between. And you'll be here tomorrow, and the day after, until one day you won't. And that's the gift. Not the promise of forever, but the reality of now. Think about the moment you wake up each morning, that brief space between sleep and full consciousness, when you're not yet anyone, not yet anywhere. For a few seconds, you exist without identity, without history, without the weight of yesterday or the anxiety of tomorrow. We are here to touch that pure state of being more often, to remember what it feels like to exist before we become anyone. Underneath all your roles, your accomplishments, your failures, your relationships, there's a simple awareness that just is. We are here to visit that awareness, to rest in it, to know ourselves not as what we do or who we are to others, but as the consciousness that witnesses it all From this place of pure awareness, we see things differently. We are here to recognize that suffering and pain are not the same thing. Pain is inevitable, physical, emotional, existential. It's part of being human with a body and a heart. But suffering is what happens when we resist pain, when we tell ourselves it shouldn't be happening, when we fight against reality. We are here to learn the difference, to feel our pain fully, without adding layers of suffering on top of it. Sometimes the most compassionate thing we can do for ourselves is simply to stop fighting what is and allow it to move through us, like weather moving through the sky. This allowance requires tremendous courage. We are here to be vulnerable enough to need help and brave enough to ask for it. We carry so much alone, convinced that needing others is weakness, that asking for support is burden. But isolation is not strength, it's just loneliness dressed up as independence. We are here to understand that reaching out when we're drowning is not failure, it's wisdom. That letting someone hold space for our pain is not imposing, it's honoring the human need for connection. The most courageous words you can say are sometimes simply, "I need help." And when we receive that help, something shifts. We are here to understand that receiving is just as important as giving. We're so focused on being generous, on being the one who helps, on being needed. But when we refuse to receive, we rob others of the joy of giving. We create a one-way street where we're always the benefactor, never the beneficiary. We are here to practice the vulnerability of receiving help, receiving compliments, receiving love, without deflecting, without minimizing, without immediately trying to give something back. Sometimes the gift we give is allowing someone else to give to us. This balance of giving and receiving reflects a larger truth. We are here to participate in the great exchange that is existence itself. You breathe in oxygen that trees create. You breathe out carbon dioxide that trees need. You eat food that comes from soil. Your body will one day return to soil. You take in light. You radiate warmth. You receive love. You give love. Nothing is isolated. Everything is circulation, flow, exchange. We are here to recognize that we are not separate entities trying to survive. We are participants in an endless conversation between beings, a dance of mutual becoming. And in this dance, we make choices that matter. We are here to understand that small choices, repeated over time, become our destiny. The grand moments, the weddings, the graduations, the major decisions, these shape our lives. But so do the small choices, whether you speak kindly or harshly, whether you move your body or stay sedentary, whether you create or consume, whether you pause or rush. We are here to honor the power of the seemingly insignificant, to recognize that destiny isn't one big choice but 10,000 small ones, each one bending the trajectory of your life by imperceptible degrees, until years later, you find yourself somewhere you never expected. This power of small actions extends to the collective. We are here to know that individual transformation contributes to collective evolution. When you heal your own wounds, you break cycles that could have affected generations. When you practice kindness, you create ripples that extend far beyond your sight. When you grow in consciousness, you raise the consciousness of the whole. We are here to understand that personal growth is never just personal. It's an act of service to humanity. Every time you become more whole, more compassionate, more awake, you make it easier for others to do the same. Yet this journey isn't about perfection. We are here to be beautifully, messily, imperfectly human. You will have days when you embody everything you aspire to be, and you'll have days when you fall short in spectacular fashion. You'll be wise and foolish, generous and selfish, present and distracted, often in the same hour. We are here to embrace the full spectrum of what it means to be human, to stop chasing some impossible ideal of enlightenment or perfection, and to recognize that our humanity, with all its contradictions and complications, is not the obstacle to awakening. It is awakening. You are here, flawed and whole, broken and beautiful, lost and found, all at once. You are here, and that is more than enough. You have always been enough. You will always be enough. Not because of what you do, but because of what you are. A brief, brilliant flash of consciousness in an infinite universe, experiencing itself through your unique perspective. There's a question beneath all other questions. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? We avoid so much because of fear. Fear of judgment, fear of inadequacy, fear of wasting time. But here's a deeper question. What if failure isn't the opposite of success, but part of the path to it? We are here to redefine failure as feedback, as information, as redirection rather than rejection. Every misstep teaches you something. Every wrong turn reveals what you don't want. Every collapse shows you where your foundation needs strengthening. We are here to understand that failure is not a period at the end of a sentence. It's a comma in an ongoing story, a pause before the next chapter begins. And in that next chapter, we discover something essential. We are here to learn that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the willingness to feel fear and move forward anyway. The bravest people you know are terrified sometimes. The difference is they don't let fear make their decisions. They acknowledge it, they feel it, and then they act despite it. We are here to understand that waiting for fear to disappear before we take action means we'll wait forever. Fear is not a stop sign, it's information. It tells us that something matters, that we're on the edge of growth, that we're about to do something that could change us. This change often comes from unexpected places. We are here to remain open to the possibility that the detours might be the real path. You had plans, and life laughed at them. You had expectations, and reality had other ideas. The job you didn't get led you to the one you needed. The relationship that ended made space for the one that fits. The crisis that broke you open became the crack through which light entered. We are here to trust that sometimes the universe knows something we don't, that what feels like wrong turns might actually be course corrections towards something better than we could have imagined. But trust doesn't mean passivity. We are here to be active participants in our own becoming, to tend to ourselves the way a gardener tends to a garden. You can't force a seed to grow faster, but you can create conditions that support growth. Good soil, water, sunlight, patience. We are here to understand that self-development isn't about forcing change, but about creating environments where change can naturally occur. Remove the weeds of toxic relationships, water the seeds of your potential, give yourself sunlight in the form of encouragement, and then trust the process of your own unfolding. This unfolding reveals layers we didn't know existed. We are here to discover that we are always both the student and the teacher. You have wisdom to share, even if you don't feel wise. Your experiences, however ordinary they seem to you, contain lessons that someone else desperately needs. And simultaneously, you have so much left to learn, from people younger than you, from different cultures, from unexpected sources. We are here to stay humble enough to keep learning, while being confident enough to share what we know. The moment you think you figured it all out is the moment you stop growing. And growth often requires letting go. We are here to practice the art of release, releasing control, releasing outcomes, releasing the need to know how everything will unfold. You grip so tightly to certainty, to plans, to how things should be. But life is not a script to be followed. It's an improvisation to be lived. We are here to learn that some of the best moments come from letting go of the plan. That some of the most important growth happens when things don't go as expected. That sometimes the universe has better ideas than we do if we just loosen our grip and allow space for surprise. This space is where magic lives. We are here to cultivate spaciousness in our lives, space between commitments, space between thoughts, space to simply be. We fill every moment with activity, every silence with noise, every gap with distraction. But it's in the empty spaces that we hear ourselves think, feel ourselves feel, remember who we are beneath all the doing. We are here to resist the pressure to constantly be productive and instead make room for rest, for reflection, for the kind of unstructured time where creativity and insight can emerge naturally. And in that spaciousness, we touch something eternal. We are here to experience moments of timelessness, when past and future dissolve and only now exists. It happens in flow states, when you're so absorbed in an activity that hours pass like minutes. It happens in deep connection, when a conversation becomes so engaging that you lose track of time entirely. It happens in nature, when you're so present to a sunset that nothing else exists. We are here to collect these moments of timelessness, to recognize them as glimpses of reality beyond the clock, to remember that beneath the ticking of seconds and minutes and hours, there's an eternal now that's always available to us. You are here in this moment, which is the only moment that ever really exists. The past is memory, the future is imagination, but now is real, tangible, alive. And in this now, you have the power to choose. Choose awareness, choose presence. Choose to be fully here for this wild, precious, unrepeatable instant of existence. There's a voice inside you that speaks quietly, easily drowned out by the noise of the world. It doesn't shout. It doesn't demand. It simply knows. We are here to learn to distinguish between the voice of fear and the voice of intuition. Fear speaks in urgency, in catastrophe, in worst-case scenarios. But intuition speaks in calm certainty, in subtle knowing, in quiet truth. We are here to develop the discernment to know which voice is guiding us, to trust the whispers of our inner wisdom, even when they don't make logical sense, even when they lead us away from what's comfortable toward what's true. And truth has many faces. We are here to understand that your truth and someone else's truth can both be valid, even when they contradict. You see the world through the lens of your experiences, your biology, your culture, your moment in time. Someone else sees it through entirely different lenses. We are here not to prove our perspective is the only right one, but to recognize that reality is vast enough to hold multiple truths simultaneously. This isn't relativism, it's humility. It's understanding that your slice of truth, however real to you, is still just a slice of something much larger. This humility opens us to growth. We are here to outgrow the need to be right and embrace the freedom of being curious. Being right feels good. It gives us certainty, superiority, the comfort of knowing. But curiosity offers something better. It offers learning, connection, expansion. We are here to ask, what if I'm wrong? Not as self-doubt, but as an invitation to discover something new. The most interesting people aren't those who have all the answers. They're those who have the best questions and the willingness to update their beliefs when new information arrives. And new information is always arriving. We are here to recognize that change is the only constant, and resistance to change is the source of much suffering. The seasons change, your body changes, relationships change, societies change, you change. Fighting this is like standing in a river and demanding it stop flowing. We are here to learn to move with change rather than against it, to bend like bamboo in the wind rather than break like rigid oak, to understand that the ability to adapt is more valuable than the ability to stay the same. But adaptation doesn't mean losing yourself. We are here to remain rooted in our values, even as we evolve in our expressions of them. Your core values, what matters most to you, what you stand for, these can remain steady, even as how you live them shifts and grows. You can believe in kindness but change how you show it. You can value creativity but explore new mediums. You can honor family but redefine what family means. We are here to be both anchored and flexible, both consistent and evolving, both deeply ourselves and constantly becoming. This becoming is influenced by what we consume. We are here to be mindful of what we allow into our consciousness, the media we watch, the conversations we engage in, the environments we inhabit. Your mind is not a garbage dump where anything can be thrown. It's a garden that grows whatever seeds you plant. We are here to be selective, to be intentional, to understand that every image you see, every word you read, every conversation you participate in is shaping your inner landscape. You become what you repeatedly expose yourself to. Choose carefully. And in that choosing, we discover agency. We are here to realize that we may not control what happens to us, but we always control what we make it mean. The same event can destroy one person and transform another. The difference isn't the event, it's the story we tell about it, the meaning we assign to it, the way we integrate it into our narrative. We are here to understand that we are meaning-making machines, and the meanings we make determine the quality of our lives more than the events themselves. This isn't about toxic positivity or denying pain. It's about recognizing our power to choose the frame through which we view our experiences. And ultimately, all of this brings us to a simple truth. We are here to love, deeply, widely, recklessly, without holding back. Love for people, for animals, for ideas, for beauty, for the world itself. Love is not just a feeling that happens to us. It's a practice, a choice, a way of being. We are here to love even when it's hard, even when it hurts, even when it's not returned. Because love is not something we do only when conditions are perfect. Love is what we are when we strip away everything else. Fear, judgment, defensiveness, pride. We are here to remember that in the end, the only question that matters is, did you love well? You are here with a heart that beats, with capacity to feel, with the ability to choose love over fear in each moment. You are here with questions that may never be fully answered, and mysteries that may never be fully solved. And that's okay. That's more than okay. That's the human condition, beautiful in its uncertainty, profound in its temporary nature, sacred in its simple existence. There's a moment that comes to all of us, sometimes in the middle of an ordinary day, when we suddenly feel the weight and wonder of being alive, the sheer improbability of consciousness, the mystery of why there's something rather than nothing. We are here to honor these moments of existential awe, to let them shake us awake from the slumber of routine. These are the moments when the veil thins, when you glimpse the extraordinary hiding inside the ordinary, when you remember that being here at all is the miracle. We are here to seek out these moments, to create space for them, to let them remind us that existence itself is the gift we keep forgetting we've been given. And with this remembering comes responsibility. We are here to be worthy ancestors, to make choices today that honor those who will come after us. Every action ripples forward. The trees you plant, the kindness you practice, the systems you build or dismantle, the stories you tell, all of it becomes the inheritance of future generations. We are here to think in longer time frames than our own lifetimes, to ask not just what serves me now, but what serves the world my great-grandchildren will inherit. We are here to be links in a chain that extends infinitely forward, to tend the flame and pass it on brighter than we found it. This tending requires presence. We are here to stop postponing our lives until conditions are perfect. You're waiting for the right job, the right relationship, the right amount of money, the right level of confidence. But what if this right now, imperfect as it is your life? Not the preparation for life, not the rehearsal, but the actual performance. We are here to understand that there is no someday. There's only today and today and today again. The life you're waiting to begin has already begun. You're in it. This is it. And it is more than you think. We are here to recognize that the smallest gestures can carry the deepest significance. The text you send to check on someone, the way you really listen instead of waiting to speak, the moment you pause to notice a flower pushing through concrete, the smile you give a stranger. We are here to understand that life is not made only of grand gestures and monumental decisions. It's made of a million small acts of attention, of care, of presence. These accumulate into something larger than their individual parts. A life lived with intention, a legacy of small kindnesses that compound into something beautiful. This beauty exists even in darkness. We are here to find meaning not despite suffering, but sometimes because of it. The losses that broke your heart also broke you open. The failures that felt like endings were actually clearings, making space for new growth. The dark nights of the soul were also initiations, transforming you into someone deeper, wiser, more compassionate. We are here to understand that suffering is not meaningless. It becomes meaningful through what we do with it, through how we let it shape us, through the ways we use our pain to help others navigate theirs. And in helping others, we help ourselves. We are here to understand that service to others is not separate from self-care. It's an extension of it. When you alleviate someone else's suffering, you feel more whole. When you contribute to something larger than yourself, you feel more grounded in your purpose. When you give generously, you experience abundance. We are here to dissolve the false boundary between self and other, to recognize that in a deeply interconnected world, their well-being and your well-being are not separate concerns. What you do for them, you do for yourself. What you do for yourself, you do for them. This interconnection extends to all of life. We are here to remember that we are not the pinnacle of creation, but part of a web of life that includes every living thing. The bee that pollinates the flower, the mycelium that connects the forest, the bacteria in your gut that keeps you alive. We are all collaborators in this experiment called life. We are here to move beyond human exceptionalism and toward humble participation, to recognize that we don't own this planet. We belong to it. Our survival depends on the survival of countless other species. We are here to be good relatives to all of life. And as we near the end of this reflection, we return to where we began. We are here because here is where we are, and presence to that fact is itself a form of enlightenment. All the seeking, all the questioning, all the searching for purpose and meaning. Perhaps it all leads back to this simple truth. You are here now. Not in some idealized future or reimagined past, but here, in this moment, breathing this air, inhabiting this body, experiencing this life. We are here to stop searching for the meaning of life somewhere out there and start recognizing that life itself, this messy, beautiful, painful, joyful, mysterious experience, is the meaning. The answer to why are we here might simply be to be here fully and completely for however long we have. So here you are. After all the questions, after all the wondering, after all the searching, you're still here. And maybe that's the point. Maybe you've always been the answer you were looking for. Maybe being here, exactly as you are, exactly where you are, is not just enough, it's everything. We've journeyed through so many questions, so many perspectives, so many ways of understanding why we're here. And now, as we approach the end, perhaps the deepest truths are the simplest ones. We are here to witness, to see the sunrise and know that we've seen it, to watch others live their lives and bear witness to their humanity, to observe this universe unfolding and say, I was here, I saw this, it happened and I noticed. In a cosmos so vast that most of it will never be observed by anyone, the fact that you are here to witness anything at all is a profound gift. You are the universe's way of paying attention to itself. Never underestimate the importance of simply being present to what is. We are here to forgive the universe for being imperfect and to forgive ourselves for being part of that imperfection. Life is not fair. People suffer who don't deserve to suffer. Good things happen to cruel people. Bad things happen to kind people. The randomness of existence can feel like a betrayal. But we are here to make peace with the fact that the universe doesn't owe us fairness. It offers us existence, and what we do with that existence is up to us. We are here to stop demanding that reality be different and start working with the reality we have, flaws and all. We are here to say yes to life, even knowing it will end. Every yes is an act of courage. Yes to love, knowing you might lose them. Yes to dreams, knowing you might fail. Yes to connection, knowing you might be hurt. Yes to hope, knowing you might be disappointed. Yes to joy, knowing sorrow will come. We are here to understand that saying yes to life means saying yes to all of it, the light and the shadow, the ecstasy and the agony, the beginning and the ending. To be alive is to accept the whole package and to find that even with everything included, it's worth it. And finally, we are here because consciousness chose to experience itself through you. Of all the infinite ways the universe could have arranged itself, it arranged itself into you. Your particular combination of thoughts, feelings, memories, and dreams exists nowhere else in the cosmos. You are not a mistake, not an accident, not a random collision of atoms that happen to gain awareness. You are the universe becoming conscious in a way it never has before and never will again. You are here because existence wanted to know what it would be like to be you. And that alone, makes your life infinitely valuable. We are here to love and be loved. We are here to witness and be witnessed. We are here to question and to wonder. We are here to create and to rest. We are here to connect and to grow. We are here to suffer and to heal. We are here to seek and to find. We are here to remember and to become. But perhaps most of all, we are here because being here, in all its confusion and clarity, in all its pain and beauty, in all its mystery and meaning, is itself the answer. You are here, right now, in this moment, and that is enough. That has always been enough. That will always be enough.